Testing 1, 2, 3. Welcome to OG Comics Review. Guys, gals, comic fans, I am coming to you from Panama City Beach, Florida, living a three-stripe life. What we're going to dive into today is box number 9 from my personal collection, my PC. Hopefully, guys, I've been collecting comic books since 1974/75. There's a lot of gems in those boxes. I've been working through them and I'm going to share them with you. I'll tell you a little bit about this little stack we got right here. Not a very big stack considering there's anywhere from 250 to 300 issues in a long box. Now, going back to the Silver Age, which was late 60s, 70s, the comic books were a little bit thicker. The paper was thicker. I wouldn't say that the paper was better quality, but it probably hold up better than today's. Right off the bat, guys, we have Marvel Superheroes Presents The Black Knight. Guys, we're going somewhere with The Black Knight. Remember, at the end of the Eternals, Dane Whitman, the sword, the ebony blade, spoke to him. Who was the voice? The voice, we believe, was Blade. This came out in 1968, and it is a grail. I don't, I could tell you how much it's worth, but, this it's not for sale. It's mine. It is mine. It's always going to be mine. The OG never traded comic books. He never sold comics. Once, at a stupid point in his life, he gave some away. Anyway, moving on. We have Peter Parker, all new, the all daring Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, and this is a newsstand edition, meaning it went to your local bookstore. In Manhattan, Kansas, there was an A&V, there was a Town Crier, and that's where the young OG got his comic books. There was no Borders, there was no book outlet like that. 1985. This is the death of Captain Jean, or Detective or Captain Jean DeWolf. Pretty violent. She got shot by Sin Eater. He just came in and blew her across the floor. Killed her. She was a friend of Spider-Man's. Used to help him with cases and everything. And bang, bang. Just like that. She gone. This came out. This is Omega the Unknown. This was a very short limited series that came out in the 70s, 1976. This is a newsstand. This is the first appearance of Omega the Unknown. And he didn't talk. This superhero did not talk at all. He was mute or chose not to talk. This is his alter ego. They can only... It's really strange. It's almost like a Billy Batson and Captain Marvel Shazam. They normally can't occupy the same space. It was just real weird, but why it's a key is because he has recently been reintroduced to the Marvel world. Number 2 is number 8 from Omega the Unknown. This is the first appearance of Nitro, and it does bring a pretty good little dollar. Nitro, to me, has always been like a C+ villain, an assassin. Omega the Unknown, number 9, 1976. This is the first appearance of one of the craziest villains / superheroes, anti-heroes, or whatever, Fool Killer. I have told you about Fool Killer before. You could be in an all-out fight. Fool Killer's fighting, working with Spider-Man and everything, and then Spider-Man captures the bad guy and won't kill him. So Fool Killer freaks out. Well, that's foolish. And then Fool Killer starts fighting Spider-Man. Anyway, moving on. 1985 newsstand edition. This is Web of Spider-Man. This does bring a little bit of a value, and I'm going to tell you what's special about this issue. Back in the day, it was considered anti-Semitic. That's how it's labeled. In this comic book, somebody's called a Jew boy, a coon, and a lardo. We don't talk like that anymore. I think we'd be a little bit tougher if we did. This is how it was when the OG was a little guy. I grew up around Asians, Mexicans, white people, black people, Puerto Ricans, uh, everything, Koreans, everything. We talk so much smack about each other, about our differences. But at the end of the day, we were still friends. Some of us are still communicating to this day. 2022. Nobody got shot. Nobody went home crying. Well, maybe they went home crying, but it made us into men. It made us into men. It made us into strong women. It created backbone. The differences need to be talked out. And sometimes that's how kids communicate the differences. Just my opinion. 1972, second appearance of the Beast. All furry. He beats the hell out of Iron Man here. This is Amazing Adventures. It's actually in pretty good condition. I wish I had the first appearance where Hank McCoy, the mutant of X-Men, goes all furry. And here, he's gray. He actually is a furry blue. This is a key right now that I just happened to find in this long box. Marvel presents #1. This is Bloodstone. The big thing is not Bloodstone himself, but his daughter Elsa Bloodstone. She's supposed to make her big debut in a Disney show. And I believe it's Werewolf by Night. Beautiful. Gil Kane cover. #2, Marvel presents. This is Bronze Age, The Origin of Bloodstone. First solo appearance of Guardians of the Galaxy. I used to like Guardians of the Galaxy. Still do. This was a big one when I was a little guy. 50 cents. 50 cents for giant size supervillain team up. Here you have it. Submariner and Namor. I loved this outfit. Namor was dorking around in the ocean, and he came upon a bomb, that affected his nervous system, and he needed this suit to survive. The suit was designed by Reed Richards, but I love that suit, and I think, of course, Dr. Doom stepped in and cured him of this. Supervillain team up #2, Dr. Doom, Namor. And as you guys all know, Namor is coming. The comic book, not the giant size issue, Supervillain Team Up #1. This is covered by George Tuska and Bill Everett. On this cover, you have Atuma. And Atuma is supposed to be the big baddie, we think, in Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever comes out in November, right around the corner. Supervillain Team Up #4. Cover art. Wow. John Byrne, Terry Austin. There is, this one is 25 cents. There is a variant issue or copy out there where it is actually 30 cents. What they would do when Marvel would go up, Marvel Comics would go up by 5 cents. Whoever dreamed that comic books would be, the standard cost right now is $3.99 a comic book. Todd McFarlane at Image Comics, Spawn is $2.99. It's been $2.99. Well, they use the test market. They might send the 30 cent issue to New York City or Los Angeles or Chicago. That makes it a very rare gem, a variant worth a lot of money. This is the first Power Man and Iron Fist team up, 1978, first issue. This is actually issue 50 of Luke Cage Power Man. Man, I wish I had Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1. I never had it. I don't think when I was a little guy collecting, I don't think I ever saw it. That recently sold for 102K. 102K. Normally it sells for something a lot less than that. This guy, obviously, money meant absolutely nothing to him. He just threw down 102K and walked away with Luke Cage Hero for Hire #1. Beautiful cover by John Romita Sr. Just gorgeous. Here we have X-Men and the Micronauts. I was a big Micronaut fan I love the toys, the action figures. I took real good care of mine. Didn't take them out, throw them in the mud, play around with them, rip them apart, blow them up with firecrackers, shoot them with BB guns. That was not me. This is 1984. This is a newsstand, and it is a little pricey. Anyway, guys, that is box number 9. I have 23 boxes to share with you, but that is number 9. Those are the keys. You guys take care. You find you some keys at your local comic book store. Dig into those long boxes. Send me some questions. Guys, like I said, I've told you a little bit about the YouTube channel. As I learn more and more about it myself, the OG will share it with you. We are out.